Welcome to this video of the unpacking of the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. In this video we're going to unpack the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller, as the name of the video implies. This controller works a little bit different than the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. It has a couple more buttons and it looks slightly different. So let's just unpack it and we're going to see. Pro unpacker over here. We'll just slide this out, and first thing we'll see is a little manual. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller, and it just says the English manual with safety instructions. Secondly, we have a USB to USB-C cable to connect your controller to the dock or to your PC. If you're a PC gamer, you can use this controller as well. You can connect it to Steam. That does work as well if you want to play PC games with it. You don't have to do it with Switch games. It's not necessary, but obviously it is meant for Switch games. So you can connect it to the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. And then the star of this video is the Nintendo Switch 2 controller. And what is different about this controller in comparison to the other controller is it has, well, Nintendo Switch 2 on it, which obviously the other one didn't have. These sticks look a little bit different. It has gray underneath it instead of black. This side is all gray instead of black. But here we have two extra buttons, and these are for communication in-game. So the extra voice chat functions can be used with these buttons, but also you can I believe set some other functions to these. And there is a headphone input over here now as well, where you can put your headphones in, which you could previously only put in the Switch itself or in the Switch dock. And now it's also possible to put in the Pro Controller. So that's pretty nice. And the last button that's different on Nintendo Switch 2 controller is this little C down here. This C, this is for communication. You can start the communication chat with it. That's not on the Nintendo Switch 1 Pro Controller. And that's kind of the difference between the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller and the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. If you're wondering, can I use the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller for your Nintendo Switch 2? Yes, this is possible, but like I said, you don't have these two buttons underneath here to use for your voice communication. So if you use the voice communication with the Nintendo Switch 2, you can't use those two buttons, so you're missing out on that. But for the rest of it, you can just use that Pro Controller just fine. I hope you got all the information you need. If you have more questions, leave them down below in the comments.